What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kristen. If you're new, if you are returning, what's good? If you're new, I hate that this is the video because I'm not in the mood. Like, I just got off work not long ago, and well, I've been off for about 3 hours, but like as soon as I got off work, I had moves to make. I got my nails done yesterday. It's like I'm not in love with the color. Like, I'm irritated about my nails. I was gonna do red, but Valentine's Day is Sunday, and it's so cliche, you know what I mean? Like to have like bright red nails or pink. But I wanted a color that was, I wanted red. Long story short, like, girl, this is a nail color that my mom would wear. And I just don't think I'm there yet. Like, they look good. Like, it's not a bad job. She does great. She does great every time. But I don't feel the best. I've been fighting a fucking sinus infection for like the past 3 weeks, and I feel like my body is starting to just get immune to like the over-the-counter shit that I'm taking, because girl, it's not working. So I didn't feel the best. I don't feel the best. I was nauseous as fuck a few minutes ago, so I had to pour me some ginger ale. I'm not even drinking today. I'm not even drinking this morning. Valentine's Day is tomorrow. I don't feel like doing anything, to be 100% honest with you. Like, everything's gonna be packed. Like, girl, I feel like I'm going through, I think my color suits me this morning. I've got the blues. I've got the blues today for sure. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. But we're gonna push through it. And we're gonna get through it, because yesterday's episode was not anything, it wasn't anything that was, you know, crazy. There wasn't a lot that actually happened. I mean, I felt like this was a more serious episode. Oh, and then another thing, like, and I can hear my neighbors, like I can hear them on both sides, and I just feel like it's gonna be one of those days where like I'm tired and I'm trying to rest, and everybody around me is just up moving and making noise that, I mean, like, they're just living. I mean, like, I get it, like, we make noise, but yeah, it's so much worse whenever you work nights. There's not a lot to talk about, so that's another reason why I'm kind of forcing myself to go ahead and get it over with, because, I mean, it's not worth being late for. Like, so, Bell Collective, No Yams. I don't know what episode this is, though. Hold on, let me check. Let me do that real quick. Oh, this is episode 5. Yeah, the episode picks up at the brunch when Kaylon had just told Marie to come here. So Marie actually hops up out of her seat and like Letitia is like trying to get her to sit down. Miss Dorothy is trying to get everybody to settle down and like remember what they're all there for. And Kaylon gets up and she apologizes to Marie. And it actually sounded like there was some slick editing that was done there. It sounded like to me that they took a soundbite from the last episode, from maybe where Marie said she doesn't need to be here. It just kind of sounded like that was put in. Just something to note. I was like, But I mean, in the heat of the moment, like, I guess you are doing what you're taught, because anytime you get in an uncomfortable situation, that you can just get up and excuse yourself, which, I mean, everybody has the right to do, but then you proceed to cry your Karen tears. So Kaylon actually leaves the brunch, and Letitia finally gets to make her announcement. Let's see. And I actually enjoyed Letitia's presentation. Like, I think she's got a good stage presence about herself. Like, she seems like she knows how to present well. And I guess if you're in the business of a brunch and you're in the business of hosting, I guess, of course, duh. Essie tells Letitia, we want to be a part. And I just kind of got, y'all might be fucking with each other tease. So the next scene is Latrice and Melanie, and they're discussing business. But I didn't realize that that was the same woman who came out of the brunch to sit with Kaylon and tell her, she was the one who told her that, I mean, at this point, girl, everybody wants to know why you left the room. But I didn't realize that that was her. And I actually don't think that they didn't give her like her little name tag in that moment. I don't think. Did they? I don't think they did. And I think that's why I didn't know who she was. I was just thinking like these random women keep coming out, you know, like she's a random woman that came out to speak to Kaylon, but no, I guess she's not really random. I guess they've actually been in like, I guess, other environments with themselves. I mean, Latrice brings Melanie with her a pretty good amount of times. I mean, we see Melanie a pretty good amount of times, so, but it just didn't register to me that was her. I thought I would clear that up. Cliff pops his ass in, but actually he popped in to take her to dinner, which I thought was really sweet. And he randomly asked if she had talked to her brother, if Latrice had talked to her brother. I guess, like, so he hadn't been answering the phone, and Cliff said that it was because how she was treating her brother's girlfriend. But he heard that they had got married. And Latrice actually looked hella caught off guard. Like, and it really looked like it bothered her. I mean, she started crying about it, but it was just like, you heard they got married, but it was just like I think she tried to hold it together in that moment. But she told Mel, she was like, he bullshitting. But, well, don't let me skip. I don't want to skip. Okay, so, let's see. Okay, so in her confessional, she said that her and her brother are really close, and she's hurt because she had to hear that from Cliff and not her brother. And we actually found that, I think, 2 of her 3 brothers, I'm about to start skipping, 2 of her 3 brothers were killed, I think, and her brother Derek, which is the brother that we're talking about, I think he's been incarcerated before. Glenn, which is Letitia's husband, he walks through the door from working for 28 days, away from home for 28 days. And Letitia is like catching her husband up about everything, and she tells them that she's about to be unavailable because she's going to have to dedicate a lot of time to her project and her business. So, and I mean, like, I guess, like, that's reasonable. Like, she is going to have to put that together. Like, I mean, this is her project, and I would think that it will probably take a lot of time, involving a lot of people. It's a lot of hands-on deck type of project, so it wouldn't surprise me if she just wanted to go ahead and put him up on game about that. Kaylon stops at Antoinette's practice, and she wants to talk about the brunch. And she said in her confessional that she needs to tuck her feelings in because Kaylon felt offended, and she shouldn't have, because nobody at that brunch was, and I've seen mixed reviews. I watch other people's reviews, and I try to of course watch them after I have already filmed my own, so that way it doesn't skew anything for me. But for the people who have the opinion that they don't feel as though they should have had that conversation, especially knowing that there was a white woman there, understand that well, one, they're at in a business meeting, and there are black entrepreneurs that are present, right? But you see how I just said black entrepreneurs and black women? Race is already into it. The second you say, I'm a black woman, you are putting race into it, or you are putting your ethnicity into it. So I guess my question is where else was the conversation gonna go? Especially Letitia, that's her business, is supporting black organizations and black businesses and black women and black women entrepreneurs. So of course that's going to be the conversation. Of course every woman is going to give their experience being a black female entrepreneur and the hardships that they have had. I mean, like, yeah, girl, but no. I don't agree with that portion of people's opinion. Nevertheless, everybody has a fucking opinion, and they're entitled to it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to put these back in the kitchen, because while they're in my face, we're not gonna get nowhere. Okay, so then Kaylon says that she thought when she walked in the brunch that she was gonna learn and make some business connections, business strategies, and then Antoinette kind of like cut her off and said, and was like letting her know, like, girl, part of being at the table is listening. I think that Antoinette probably corrected her as much as she could on camera. I don't know. I'm not in that friendship, girl. I can only tell you what I interpret, what my mind interprets whenever I see that relationship and I see the way that she speaks to Kaylon. And in this instance, it just seems like they've talked. It just feels like they've talked. But you know what it does feel like? So with that being said, whenever I say that I feel like they have talked, I feel like this was a cleanup. This was a cleanup for TV. Because you got in that brunch in front of that camera that was filming you, and all of Black America saw you cry your Karen tears. So let's do a cleanup really quick here, and let me do the talking, and then you just agree and we go on. Because Antoinette did a lot of fucking talking. Kaylon didn't say shit. When I told you that Antoinette cut her off, girl, that was the last little bit of talking that she did on the subject. And she took her on a tour of her place. So, you know, that's why I said I feel like she probably, if they're friends the way it looks, they've already had a conversation. You know, maybe they've done all that. They had to have. And Antoinette doesn't impress me to be the woman who would want to murder her best friend on TV anyway. Because we were going to do that. Anyway, so she's going to have a yoga studio in the back of her practice as well. And she tells Kaylon that she's planning a sip and see. So I can only assume that the next time that the girls get together will probably be for the sip and see. In this next scene, Letitia's making business calls. And her husband is going through them cabinets in the kitchen. The way he made it seem, it was like, it ain't a damn thing in these cabinets. So he gets frustrated with her. And she's on the phone. And he goes in the office and just stands there. And I'm thinking, like, are you a fucking kid? Like, as if she was going to tend to you. He walks off and starts the damn vacuum. while she's on the phone. Now, I felt like that was a little over-exaggerated with her hollering, like, but I don't know, she could, I mean, it looked like she was, like, right in the next room, so, yeah, that, he was wrong for that. I mean, he's upset that business, that she's about to start pouring her time into that business, honey. When he's home, he wants his time. And I hear that, and I understand that. But Letitia's argument is, that has been the case for years. You have had balance for years. I have made it possible for you to go and take care of a job while I take care of this back at home while you're away working. Like, I do one thing for me and you come in here and you want to start acting like a fucking baby. But you know what though? Something in that scene though just made me feel like it was just a tad bit scripted, because you got him doing the whole Birdman like hand fucking rub, and he's got his chain on, and it just, you can tell that he thinks that he looks good, and like Letitia is doing all this, so you gonna tell, like, it wasn't that serious. And for her to be doing all of this, like, granted, I'm one to talk with my hands, but when it comes to a serious situation with myself and my partner, there is none of this. And you know, we're feet away. You know, if I'm giving that much attitude, I'm in the next room. She brings up a proposal, like, for like a vow renewal. And I'm thinking, okay, so y'all have clearly talked about this. Like, this is something that I guess maybe you've been pushing towards. I don't remember how long they said that they've been married. He says we have a lot of stuff to be ironed out. Nothing bad, but like, we can't even decide on what to eat. He told her that she was acting brand new, and he proposed a contract. I don't know what this contract is supposed to consist of. They didn't elaborate. Like, they didn't say anything. He just said, a contract? A contract? Yeah, a contract. I heard him. You heard him. Ask for what? Can we ask the real questions? For fucking what? And they never said. That annoyed the hell out of me. That entire scene. I'm not even going to keep talking about them. Oh, I do want to note, though, that Letitia looked very pretty in tonight's confessional. Her outfit switch. It was real cute. So Latrice and Cliff, they do something every year for the anniversary of Latrice's brother's passings. And they decided to do a tree planting. So she had all of her family over. And Antoinette and Melanie show up to support, and Latrice and her brother sit down and they talk, and they try to get to the bottom of their issues. Latrice says that her brother doesn't call like he used to, and he doesn't come by or come to family functions, and he says, you know, nothing's going on, he's just like, he be tied up. And Latrice says that Cliff thinks that he's distancing himself because the family doesn't like Belinda, which I guess is his current girlfriend. And she said that he comes around acting funny and he doesn't want his family around. And I knew then, I was thinking, like, if it has anything to do with y'all treating his current girlfriend like shit, I bet he don't want to be around. People don't understand, like, y'all make it so fucking hard whenever you're let me keep going. So, just remember that I said that. So, she confronts him about potentially being married and why she didn't know. And then her brother says, if he gets married, she'll know about it. So, to me, he's not married. He's not engaged. Obviously, because she doesn't know about it. But he says that he's got her back no matter what. Since she's been a little girl, he's one phone call away. But he just wants to live his life. And he says that they know why he doesn't come around. And he says it's because the family likes Pam. Pam is the ex-girlfriend of her brother, but is the baby mother of their kid together, or maybe I think like his only child together. They've got a daughter together. Now, girl, Pam still lives with the mama, the ex-girlfriend of the brother, and Latrice's niece stay with their mom. Pam has been staying with the mama ever since they broke up because her and her daughter don't have anywhere to go. Now, I don't know what that situation is. Like, I don't know why she wouldn't have anywhere to go. I'm gonna tell you something. Family don't realize how fucking hard they make it when it comes time for you to break up with somebody and it comes time for you to move on. The family needs to move on as well. You completely complicate things whenever you try to hold on to that relationship. That relationship is no more. Let it go. You really do. You've got to let it go. The only reason that y'all are even fucking cool is through me. You know what I mean? Or like through whoever the person is. That's the only reason why you're in any relation in the equation. And it makes it very uncomfortable, and it makes it very hard for a person to move on with a new partner. And then you make that partner feel unaccepted because the ex-girl can't get her shit together and is lingering around in the family tree. Hell no. Hell no. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't feel like families should maintain relationships with exes. I don't. Once you're done and you're out, you're done and you are out. I mean, fuck, what do we have to have a relationship for? I wouldn't know you if it wasn't for whomever. And you damn right he doesn't want to come around because y'all treat my new partner like shit, and I'm not gonna have that. If you don't want to fuck with her, you're not gonna see me. I feel him. And he don't want to see Pam. Pam needs to get her shit and their daughter, and they need to go the fuck on. Is what needs to happen. Latrice sends a warm welcome to Belinda, and they are open to talk one day. She's open to talk to her one day, and that's pretty much the end of the episode. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this and try to get it out today. Like the video if you liked the video, and I'll see y'all next week.